Hi, everyone. Welcome to MGS Coaching Football. Coach Sullivan here with you again. Excuse me. I want to thank my subscribers and non-subscribers. I really hope I tease you into subscribing. Completed my 38th year coaching football as a defensive coordinator, but over that time, I've also been an offensive coordinator, special teams coordinator, longtime head coach, and all of this at both the collegiate and high school levels. What I'm going to share with you in this Blitz film clip is what we call Rover Go Stick, and it's against a nice play that it happened to be called again. We're actually expecting it. I'll share with you the good things that we did and some of the mistakes that we made, as always. We were expecting this, what's called a boot throwback, out of 11 personnel. They're in what's called gun Dallas pistol, and they typically like to do it into the boundary. So as you're about to see, ball's on the hash, okay? So we're ahead here. We're the guests, so we'll be in all white. We're up 10-7, heading into halftime. So this is a pretty significant series here, as you're about to see. Okay, so they're on our 45s, 1st and 10. Okay, we're in our 58 front, which is very similar to our base 3-4, except we have 2-5 techniques and a 9 technique with the Rover. Okay, and so we were in this mostly because I was hoping to be able to get the Rover off the edge of the tight end. He would tend to release inside versus a 9 technique, so that's the reason for it. Okay, so in a Rover Go stick, the Rover is right here. Okay, he's on the tight end. All right, and so the stick is going to involve play side defensive end, nose, and the opposite defensive end. So when we get to the tight copy, I'll show you exactly how that's supposed to look, okay? And the key to this whole thing is both inside linebackers are in what we call maybe. I'm typing it for you now, which is inside linebacker combo on one running back, okay? So we have a maybe combo on. So both inside linebackers on pass, so they read surface first, and then they're going to show you in a second. We call it elephants on parade. Becker does it really well. Both of those running backs combo the back. So if the back's to them versus pass, they take them, and then the other linebacker is available to mirror the quarterback. Okay? So let's let this thing play now. So let's focus on the offensive line. See what I mean by elephants on a parade? All of the offensive linemen are hi-hats turning like elephants do on a parade, okay, in the circus. So that's our key. We practice it in all throughout spring, preseason, and once a week. It's not hard to practice, and the kids becomes muscle memory, reflex. They recognize that it's the boot, okay? So on this now, this linebacker should pick up the running back. But instead, he gets all tied up here. Okay? So let me go back to the beginning. And honestly, it's the tight end who's doing that. It's really a pick, as you see. I mean, he does a good job selling it, but he's really not in the pattern at all. And notice the running back is wide open. So let me go back to the beginning. Just let it play through so you can see the whole thing, and then I'll go to the tight copy. Okay? So here we go. We're expecting this play. Okay, I'm having a little issue here. Here we go. Boom! okay? So there's the big mistake, but now let's watch it from the tight copy. Okay, so as I said, see, we got a nice 5 technique. He's a little wide. He's wider than I'd want him to be, but it's not too bad. So now what should happen is stick A, slant A away, slant C. So he can pull up the boot. Remember why we called this? We're expecting the play, so now the quarterback is going to be forced to pull up, number one. Number two, he's going to have pressure on his face, so he shouldn't even be able to set his feet. And then meanwhile, this Rover is going to be bearing down on him. Okay, so here we go. So fortunately, the blitz itself worked. I was not at all happy here. He didn't read the elephants on parade. He should have been right there. And he could have gotten the sack himself. Okay, this is why we called it. So let me go back and just let it play. Okay, so that's a Rover Go stick, and it was called in the situation because based on the tendencies from both the year before and the first two games confirmed the tendencies from the year before. Okay, and they're 11 personnel. So as I said at the beginning, to my subscribers, I thank you, and hopefully I've teased some non-subscribers into pushing the button. I'd also like to take the opportunity to thank YouTube for providing this platform for us, and once again, I thank you very much for watching MJS Coaching Football.